All right, hello everybody, and welcome to JMC's Intro to Foster Care. Um, I'm going to take this mask off now. As you can see, JMC promotes safe and healthy living. So I'm by myself now, so I can now take off my mask. So if you're in groups, please wear your mask um, so we can all get over COVID. Like I said, welcome to JMC's Intro to Foster Care. We will learn a little bit about what we do, what we stand for, the need for foster parents, and any questions you would like answered. Okay. Give people a second to join. And if you're joining, feel free to say hi in the chat so we can know who is all in here. And, it's good to have conversation. And we would love for you guys to be interactive. Hey, how you doing, Josh? Nice to see you, man. Nice to see you, man. Hope you're doing good and life is good, man. Excited to hear from you too. Excited to teach some people about foster care. I'm excited. All right, we're going to give it another 30 seconds and we're going to get into it. How's everybody's day going today? It's a beautiful day outside, nice and sunny. I hope everybody got to get outside and can still get outside to this day. All right, so let's get things going. Okay, so like I said, you're going to learn a little bit about what we do, what we stand for, and the need for foster parents and any questions. So JMC is an organization that focuses on supporting children primarily within the foster care system. We believe that every child will experience an authentic, reliable, and supportive community. And we all believe that there are no bad kids, there's just kids put in bad situations. And I really believe in that, and that's what we push at JMC. So there is an overarching problem in the foster care system. So there's an overhaul of kids in the foster care system with very limited number of trusted adults willing to, take these kids into their households, which is what we really need. All these kids in foster care, there's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds, and there's not them, there's only a small few of parents. So that's what we do, and that's what we're pushing. So we are a village for children in need. So you're probably wondering, what that means or how we execute that. So we find trusted adults who will provide a safe and stable home. We assure that children have their mental, emotional, and developmental needs met. We continuously engage with our caregivers as they care for our children. We make connections in our community to those who share our values and passion. And we will help you find your role in our village so we can make a positive impact on our children. And that's what we do. That's the problem. And, like I said, we are a village for children in need. And that's just a little bit about JMC and what we do. So, all right. So now we're going to have a little bit of a Q&A. Hey, Mr. Lane, how are you doing? It's great to see you. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the Intro to Foster Care. Glad to have you and welcome in. We were just talking a little bit about foster care, and we were talking a little bit about who JMC is and what our mission is, and that we are a village for children in need. How there's an overarching problem that there's all these kids in foster care with a very limited, supply of trusted adults who are willing to become parents and take them into their household. We talked about a little bit about how JMC is an organization that focuses on, supporting children primarily in foster care, and that we believe that there's no bad kids, just kids put in bad situations. And we also talked a little bit about what we do, about how we find trusted adults, and we just support kids in all of these different ways. So like I said, it's really nice to see you, and thank you for joining the live. So now we're going to move into a little bit of a Q&A, which is, if anybody has any questions. Oh yeah, one more thing. So we, as JMC, we support the kids in many, many, many different ways. So what we do is we have a bunch of different wraparound systems. So with JMC, we're in many different avenues within the foster care system. We have an EPS boys home, emergency placement boys home. We have an emergency placement girls home. We also have a child's placement agency, which is what this is right here and what we're talking about. And we also have a visitation agency, which, helps to allow the kids to, have visits with their biological parents. So through the scope of things, JMC does a lot within foster care and does a lot for the community. And what we do personally with CPA is, we help find foster parents. So we help recruit them. We help match them together, with the right kid according to, what their wants are and what they feel like they can handle and everything like that. So we do a lot like that. We provide a bunch of different services for these kids, like mental health, communication, verbal, nonverbal, teaching them how to, live everyday lives despite of the predicaments and the situations that they were put into. So yeah, that's what we do here at JMC. So now we're going to go into a little bit of a Q&A. If anybody has any questions about foster care, if anybody has, some myths that they've heard, things they've heard, things that may be making you not want to do or like stopping you from doing it, like it's something you want to do, but it's like this one thing that you don't really know is stopping you from doing it, this is the time to ask. So if anybody has any questions, that would be great. And it's okay if you don't have any questions, I'm not forcing you. If you have any questions, I would love for you to ask. So there's also Miss Trelane said, is it hard to become a foster parent? Is it hard? No, I would not say it's hard. It takes a little bit of time, it takes a little bit of effort, but essentially anybody can be a foster parent as long as you provide a safe and stable home for these children. So there's also some frequently asked questions that, people tend to ask, when dealing with foster care, and, people don't know a lot about what we do and about foster care. One frequently asked question is, do foster parents get paid? So yes, you do get paid, but it's not going to be an independent income source for you, but more just extra income for you to support the child. So, you have to have a different primary source of income other than what you're getting from being a foster parent. So, we're not just running up the state because, let's get as many kids as we can so we can have as many checks as we can. No, it doesn't work like that. But you do get paid to help support the child, so that's always a good thing. Just make sure, you have another source of income. Another frequently asked question is, can you make requests on what type of child is placed with you? So yes, so we will never push anything on you that you can't handle. Your voice and your opinion definitely matters, and we will try as hard as we can to provide, everything that you're looking for. So, for instance, if you want a boy as a foster kid and you don't want anything else but a boy, then we're going to try to accommodate that, and we're going to try to work with you and figure out exactly what you need. Um, there's limits. It's not going to be down to I want a kid this tall, this short. No, I don't think we can do all that, but it's just more, yeah, the foster parent's opinion matters. Thank you, Trelane. And that's what she said. The foster parent's opinions matters. And that is 100% true. There's another frequently asked question. How long does the licensing process take? So we like to get our licensing process done in 75 days as the timeline we would want to fit it into. But honestly, it's really up to you and how motivated you are and, to become a foster parent. And we're essentially there for you every step of the way. So if you need us to push you a little bit, then we'll do that. If, some things come up and the process needs to slow down a little bit, then, that's okay too. Everything works. We're all working towards the same common goal to help the community and help these kids. So however long it takes, like I said, it's up to you and your schedule and, what you can fit into it. There's another question. Do you have to deal with the biological parents all the time? So this is actually a very frequently asked question because, some people are afraid of how much interaction they'll have to have with the biological parents. Maybe they don't like the biological parents or whatever the case may be. So it's a yes and no question. So at the end of the day, JMC is a village, so that includes everybody. That includes the foster parent, that includes everybody that works here at JMC, and that also includes the biological parents of the child and the child itself. So, like I said, JMC is a village at the end of the day. So the ultimate goal in foster care as a whole is to unify these kids back with their families. That's the ultimate goal. So however comfortable you are with the biological family can really dictate how much interaction you have with them. But at the end of the day, we strive to do what's best for the child. So, there could be little to no interaction. If you and the biological parents are on good terms, it could almost be like a co-parenting thing, But, it's really up to what you're comfortable doing. People also ask, can a single parent foster? Yes. You do not have to be married. You don't have to be dating. You don't have to be anything like that. As long as you can provide a safe and stable home, then anybody can be a foster parent. And that's what we try to push every day. Another question is there an age limit? So yes, there is an age limit. You have to be 21 years of age or older. Anywhere in between that range, we don't discriminate. You don't have to be, you don't got to be old. You don't got to be young. Whatever the case may be, as long as you can provide a safe and stable home, and you're willing to be a part of our village, then you can be a foster parent. All right. Is there any more questions that anybody else has? Give it a few moments. And like I said, don't feel like you need to ask questions or you're forced to ask questions. You can ask them as you please. When will we be doing this again? That is what the question was. When will we be doing this again? So we do these intro to foster care Facebook Lives every other Wednesday. So from today, not next Wednesday, but the Wednesday after. And then it's going to be every other Wednesday. So second week of the month and the fourth week of the month. So that Wednesday, every other Wednesday is when we do it. And we also have some more things that we're doing. within that time frame. I'm not going to spoil it for everybody. Just tune into our Facebook and tune into our social media, and you'll be able to see it. So, yeah. All right, so we're going to wrap it up a little bit. And like Mr. Trelane said, we will be doing this. The next one is on May 26th. Correct. Thank you, Mr. Trelane, for giving them a for sure date. All right, so now we're going to wrap it up a little bit. We appreciate everyone who is tuned into our live. I hope that you are all a little more familiar with foster care and the problem that it presents in our community. The problem that it presents was that there's overarching a whole lot of kids and not a whole lot of parents. So we work every day to get more parents. So, there's less kids in group homes and less kids in emergency placement homes, and, just to give kids, that community that they need and that village that they need. If anything that we spoke about aligns with your own values, we would love to connect with you and get you involved. So you can contact us by email at fosters@jmckids.com, or you can contact myself at ddorsey@jmckids.com. So I'll give you a little bit of time to write those two down. Again, the first one was fosters@jmckids.com. And that's Fosters with an S. And then ddorsey@jmckids.com. Feel free to email me, even if you just want to chat. We can chat it up on the email if you want to. You can also check out our website at jmckids.com for more information on how to get involved. You can reach out through there as well. And you can just learn a little bit more about what JMC is and what we do. And that is jmckids.com once again. And all right, we're going to wrap this thing up. I appreciate everybody who joined the live. And, we thank you, and we hope that that you're a little bit more educated on the foster care system and the needs and what the problem is. And, feel free to share it with your friends and your family. And hopefully we can all work together as a community to, be better for these kids and to really help these kids grow in the right way. Okay, well, I hope everyone has a blessed day. And I will talk to you guys and see you guys, not this week, but the next week, May 26th. All right, I will see you all later. Thank you for tuning in.